The full moon in Cancer, time for healing and new beginnings as we begin 2023. Happy New Year, beautiful people. Life can be a challenge, but at least we have each other. Yes, the first full moon of the year will be in the moon's natural home, Cancer. So in the first part of this video, I'm gonna go over the 3 things that everyone should know about this full wolf moon in Cancer. Then I will go over how it will affect your individual sign. And all I ask in return is that you give that like button a little tap, a baby tap. Okay, no more wasting time. Let's go. The full moon in Cancer takes place on Friday, January 6th at 11:08 p.m. Universal Time, which would be 3:08 p.m. if you are on Pacific Time, 6:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and for those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, this will be at 10:08 a.m. on Saturday, January 7th if you are in Sydney, Australia, and 1:08 a.m. also on Saturday, January 7th in Johannesburg, South Africa. So let's jump right into the top 3 things you need to know in order to make the most of this full moon energy. Number 1, this full moon carries the powerful energy of the number 6, the number 7, and the magical tarot energy of the Chariot card. So for those of you in the time zones where the moon will reach its full phase on January 6th, you can really tap into the energy of the number 6, which represents love, destiny, and completion, showing you that by loving yourself and believing in the power that love has to heal, that you can start this next year with a renewed sense of optimism about the relationships in your life, about your ability to manifest the relationships that you desire, and an optimism and confidence about what you are capable of when you give yourself the love that you deserve. And those of you that are in the time zones where the moon reaches its full phase on January 7th, you can tap into the number 7's energy, which represents wholeness and your ability to tap into the visionary that you have within, reminding you that you have everything you need to move forward and create the life that you desire. Knowing that a mindset of lack yields more lack, but a mindset of abundance will yield just that, more abundance. Now, the Chariot card is the card of freedom, which is the perfect message for this full moon in Cancer, because the most successful, fulfilling relationship is one where you have the emotional connection and love, but you also have the freedom to be who you are within that relationship, knowing your place in the world and knowing who you are as an individual while balancing that with who you are in your relationship. Number 2, this full moon in Cancer will form a challenging aspect to Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, a challenging aspect to Jupiter in Aries, a positive aspect to Uranus retrograde in Taurus, and a positive aspect to Neptune in Pisces. So the moon's relationship with Mercury, the planet of communication and learning, can lend to you finding it very difficult to know exactly what it is that you're feeling and to communicate that. So this is an opportunity for you to strengthen your ability to communicate when it's most difficult for you to do so. And the way to do that is by, instead of focusing on how you feel, focus on asking yourself what you need in that moment to transform whatever it is that you're feeling to an emotional disposition of happiness and fulfillment. This way, throughout the year, when you are feeling frustrated or you're feeling confused, you will immediately go to the solution as opposed to sitting in the frustration and confusion. Now, the moon's relationship with Jupiter, the planet of good luck, expansion, and prosperity, can lend to mood swings. And also, if you're in a romantic relationship that's having problems, this Jupiter moon aspect can lead to bad judgment in terms of doing something that is outside of your personal moral boundaries. So if you find yourself wanting to do something that under normal circumstances you would consider to be wrong, resist that urge. Remind yourself of cause and effect and ask yourself, is the potential effect worth taking the action? Now, the moon's relationship with Uranus, the planet of awakenings and change, can lead to heightened intuition and could also lead to you attracting exciting new experiences and people to you. It also opens up your excitement for change. So these are all very positive things. And the moon's relationship with Neptune, the planet of spirituality, intuition, delusions, and dreams, will increase your healing energy and also your psychic connection. So this, along with the beauty of the Cancer moon's deep emotional connection and healing energy, can be very powerful for resolution and for closure in relationships of all kinds. Number 3, this full moon in Cancer is a wolf moon, which brings you the power to connect to the light within you in order to confront, conquer, and ultimately eliminate the influence of darkness in your life. So this full moon is the ultimate opportunity to tap into your strength, to face what you need to face, release unwanted energy, and truly start the year with a clean slate. So when you plant your seeds of intention for the year, you will do so in spiritually fertile ground. Now, the effects of this full moon will especially be strong emotionally, with major possibilities for manifesting and positive change for those of you that have a moon in Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And it will also be emotional and very positive for those of you that have a moon in Taurus or Virgo. And it will bring the opportunity for manifesting, but may cause some serious emotional waves and potential challenges in your relationships, but absolutely bringing possibilities for resolution if your moon is in Capricorn. And it will be a balancing energy with major transformative manifesting properties for those of you with a moon in Gemini, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. And it will have the potential for manifesting and positive change, yes, but it will also bring some possible conflict, especially in your romantic relationships for those of you with a moon in Aries or Libra. Now let's jump right into what this full moon will mean for your individual sign. Okay, my powerful Aries, so the new year has begun and this full moon in Cancer will be transiting your 4th house. So Aries, this is a time where the sun will be pulling you in the direction of focusing on your career goals and how you are seen by the people around you. And the 4th house energy of this full moon will be urging you to focus your energy on your home life and your personal world. So don't be surprised if a situation comes up where you will have to find a balance between those two worlds. You are a leader sign, Aries, so you have a tendency to identify with what it is that you want, and then you go for it. And that's a beautiful trait, but it is very important to remember that the relationships in your life want to feel like they are a part of your life, and a part of creating that feeling means including them in your decision making. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to run everything by them or ask their permission in any way, but it does mean that you might want to share the process of getting to that final decision with them. If you're excited about embarking on a new journey, share that with the people that you love. And this is especially true for those of you that are in romantic relationships. Don't just tell the person that you're with, hey, this is what I'm excited about doing, or even worse, just going and doing it. Instead, say to them, this is what I'm excited about doing. What do you think about that? It will not only make them feel closer to you and make them feel like they're a more important part of your life, but they may even have some useful insight to offer. Now, the 4th house is also the house of karma, Aries. So be open and ready for a realization about your past to come to light in order to give you an even deeper insight into who you have become at this point in your life. This will only lend to you being even more self-aware and more capable in 2023. Also, if there's any issue going on with you and a family member, the healing energy of the full moon in Cancer really offers up the perfect opportunity to resolve and reconnect. Just don't forget that Mercury is still retrograde, so when it comes to communication, make sure to just really take your time to really listen intently and don't jump to any conclusions. In addition to this, if there's any home repairs that need to get done, this full moon will be helpful in moving these things along in a productive manner. So this is a great starting energy to your 2023, Aries, giving you the opportunity to create a solid emotional connection and foundation with your family while blending the past you with the present you in order to step into 2023 as the best version of yourself. So happy New Year's, Aries, and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Taurus, the new year is here and the full moon in Cancer will be in your 3rd house, which is actually a fantastic energy for you, because if there are any complications or any disconnect that has come up due to the Mercury retrograde energy, this full moon in Cancer being in your 3rd house is bringing the opportunity to resolve these issues and bring clarity and productivity to the situation. So keep your eyes open for an important piece of information to come your way in the mail, Taurus, or an important trip to come up. There could also be an important errand to run, or it could mean visiting a friend that is in need, or this friend could be someone that you need in terms of them having some useful insight that can really give you clarity when it comes to a situation that you might currently be struggling with. As a Taurus, you tend to overanalyze a situation, which can sometimes make it feel much heavier than it actually is. So talking it out with someone, talking those circumstances out with the person that you trust, this could prove to be beneficial. Also, keep your eyes open for something that you've been working on for a while to be completed, Taurus. This completion could relate to just making an improvement in some way, in some area of your life, and it could also apply to a relationship where you've been working to improve that situation, and the Cancer moon energy could be just the right energy to bring clarity to what actions you need to take that will bring improvement to the situation. Now, the third house is all about communication, so don't forget that Mercury will still be retrograde for the entirety of this full moon energy. So don't be surprised if a situation does come up where you will be challenged to communicate your truth. It will be so important to not read into things and to make sure that you get all of the necessary information to know the best decision to make moving forward. Now remember, Cancer brings a healing energy overall. So if you do have any relationships that have been on the rocks, either with a family member, especially a sibling or a neighbor even, or a romantic partner, it will be important to communicate clearly and effectively while making sure to not shut down or cut off the communication before clarity is reached. You don't want to take any drama into 2023 with you, Taurus. You are a very loving and capable individual, and when your emotional disposition is leaning towards unhappy or frustrated or angry, that energy can really weigh you down and start to have a negative effect on you and what you manifest. So embrace this full moon energy and remember that open, honest, compassionate, and clear communication is absolutely the key for you. So happy new year and happy full moon, Taurus. Okay, my powerful Gemini, 2023 is here, and the first full moon of the year in Cancer will be in your second house. So Gemini, this is going to be huge for you. Full moons represent resolution. They represent clarity and the opportunity to really shift and change the energy in your life. And because this is transiting your second house, this is bringing you the opportunity to transform the energy that you have with money, wealth, abundance, and your own personal self-worth. Now, the full moon in Cancer is the moon's natural home, and you know the moon governs the emotional world. So don't be surprised if you're in a relationship and a situation does come up that really sheds light on whether or not the give and take in your relationship has a healthy balance. Are you giving as much as you are receiving? Or even the other scenario where you're asking yourself, are you receiving as much as you are giving? You know, I say it all the time that anything that's in balance thrives, and anything that's out of balance begins to break down and begins to destruct. So use this energetic opening as an opportunity to address any imbalances in this area of your life. Now remember that Mercury is still retrograde, which can lead to miscommunications. So make sure, if and when something does come up, that you focus on what you specifically think the solution to the problem is. This will keep the two of you that are discussing the situation, this will keep both of you focused on how to make things better, as opposed to just focusing on who is better or who is at fault. The Cancer moon wants to bring connection, not point-proving energy, to your world of relationships. Now, this is also an excellent time to set your intentions for your financial goals of 2023. Write them down and read them every day during this full moon energy, and even following the full moon energy. Keep reading them every day. Read them out loud with the tone of gratitude, as though you have already achieved this number. This will assist you in operating from the vibration of abundance as opposed to lack. Now, if you find that you have an urge to make a large purchase, I personally would wait until the end of Mercury retrograde, but if you just can't wait, just make sure that you keep the receipt in case it turns out to be less than what you expected. Now, this is also a time to catch yourself if you find yourself having the habit of saying things like, I can't afford that, or that's too expensive, because even if in the moment you don't have the money to afford something specific, you don't want to have the mindset of lack. So simply state instead, this is what I want, this is what I'm excited about having, and then set out on the journey of attracting the wealth that will afford that. Now, this Cancer moon is an energetic opening for you to change your financial story, Gemini, and make 2023 the most abundant year of your life. So embrace this exciting opportunity. Happy New Year and happy full moon, Gemini. Okay, my powerful Cancerians, 2023 is here, and this first full moon of the year in Cancer will be in your first house, which is a beautiful opening for you Cancerians out there. The sun is in your seventh house, which is all about relationships. Mercury retrograde is in your seventh house, which is all about relationships. So having this opportunity in the midst of this energy to have the full moon bring the focus on you, this will give you a chance to have a major awakening about who you are now in your life when it comes to the decisions that you make and how much your relationships influence those decisions. This is a time to look at those two worlds, the world of relationships and the world of yourself, and then ask yourself, is there balance there? Do you give as much energy to yourself as you do to your relationships? Are you more motivated to do something for someone else than you are when it comes to doing something that's right for yourself? And don't be surprised if some situation or even some conflict arises that will really amplify the answers to these questions. And be excited by this, because this is all so you can make sure that you begin 2023 with a strong sense of self, a strong sense of self-love, knowing what you deserve, and knowing that if you aren't willing to make choices that are in your soul's best interest, then you will have a very hard time attracting energy in the form of a romantic partner or otherwise that treats you the way you deserve to be treated. The universe reflects back to us what we have going on inside. So if you attract people that don't give you what you deserve, it could very well be because you yourself don't give you what you deserve. And let me show you what I mean by giving you an example. If you know that it's the best thing for you to eat right and to be on a schedule where you prioritize your goals and you stay on top of the tasks that support those goals, if you know that's what you're supposed to be doing in terms of what's best for you, and then you don't do it, well, you aren't treating yourself with the love that you deserve, because you are making choices to not do the things that you know support what it is that you desire. So you're going to attract a reflection of that. Now, if you're inconsistent, you're going to attract someone that's inconsistent. If you make excuses, you're going to attract someone that makes excuses. So Cancers, this full moon in your first house is the perfect time for you to say, yes, I love myself, and I'm ready and willing to make sure that I prioritize myself by doing the things that I know are good for me. So that way I will attract people into my life that reflect that back to me. By doing that, you can ensure that 2023 will be the best year of your life. So embrace this incredible opportunity for the first full moon of the year in your sign to really up your self-love game, because mastering self-love will open the floodgates of success in every other area of your life. Now you got this, Cancers. Happy New Year and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Leos, 2023 is here, and this first full moon of the year in Cancer will be in your 12th house. So Leos, this is going to be an intense one for you, but intensely good. And this is the reason why I say that. It's because more than likely a situation will come up that really sheds light on any behaviors or thought patterns that you may have that you know sabotage your advancement or your ability to manifest what it is that you truly desire. Also know that this could mean that deep-rooted emotions can come to the surface, and if there are any secrets or hidden information from 2022 that need to come to light, well, the energy is strong for this information to be revealed, all in the name of freedom for you, Leo. Freedom from the heaviness that the hidden can bring. Also be ready to be feeling a bit less energetic than usual. If you're feeling that way, don't resist it. Just embrace it and give yourself a little break. Take some downtime from the craziness of your everyday life and your daily routines and recharge by relaxing, by meditating, by doing the things that you enjoy, like cooking or reading or just listening to uplifting music and dancing around. If any loneliness comes up or sadness comes up, just know that it's a part of the healing process that this full moon in Cancer is bringing you. Now, on the other side of those feelings is love and acceptance and excitement, but you have to face those feelings in order to get to the other side. Now, if there's any way that you've been your own worst enemy, which we all have been guilty of at some point, this will be revealed so that way you can recognize it, process it, forgive yourself for it, and then decide what you need to change or transform in order to make sure that you never undermine your own desires or progress again. Remember, this is also a time where Mercury is still retrograde in your 6th house, so if there's anything regarding work or a health issue where you've been looking for clarity or resolution or closure, this full moon in Cancer is just the energy to bring you exactly what you're looking for. Now, this could be an excellent time to keep a dream journal, because the answers to the questions that we're talking about you looking for, they may very well be revealed in a dream or a series of dreams. This will also be a time where your intuition will be heightened, and this will be especially true if you have a moon sign in Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So really follow your intuition and your instincts during this time, Leos. Still, always ask the necessary questions and find out all the information that you can find out before making any final decisions, but just know that when the full moon comes along, your psychic connection will absolutely get a boost. So this is a time for healing, Leo, a time for revelations, also for releasing anything that needs to be released, all to make sure that you start off your 2023 energy feeling cleansed, feeling renewed, and ready to have the best year of your life. So happy New Year, Leos, and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Virgos, 2023 is here and the first full moon of the year in Cancer will be in your 11th house. So Virgos, this one is going to be a big one for you. You already have a tendency to hold yourself to a very high standard, and although you are confident, you don't really give yourself permission to celebrate your achievements, because the moment that you do achieve something, you say, yes, I may have achieved that, but I now need to achieve more, or it's not exactly perfect what I achieved. And this full moon transiting your 11th house tends to amplify the focus on any dreams unfulfilled from the past. So this is going to be a major opportunity for you to recognize what it is that you may have wanted to achieve in the past and didn't, but you realize now it's something that you still really want. Now this way you can release any former goals that you may not have achieved if they no longer resonate with you. And then you can rejuvenate your excitement and optimism regarding any unachieved goals that you still do have that strong desire for, while making sure to say to yourself, I will embrace the desire to achieve this goal, and I will focus my energy on that goal while believing that it is absolutely possible, and also agreeing to only focus on how to make the dream come true, while giving no energy to what you don't want, and giving no energy to any mistakes from the past. Any mistakes from your past yielded a lesson. So the lesson you have with you now. So why waste another moment thinking about the mistakes? So this is one way this full moon energy can be your friend and be an amazing energy for you. It will heal regret and give birth to your ambition and vision for 2023. Now the 11th house also connects to your friend circle, so don't be surprised if an issue with a friend comes up that has something to do with the balance of give and take between the two of you. And just embrace the situation if it does come up, because it's just a reminder to you that you don't have to go on this journey of life alone, that you do have a support system, but in order to access it, you also have to make yourself accessible and vulnerable. By doing this, you will also open up the door to more networking opportunities for you, Virgo. And also remember that Mercury will still be retrograde during this full moon transit, so it will be important, if any conflict does arise, for you to be as patient and as understanding and as focused on solutions as you possibly can. Try to stay away from point proving or judgment. The Cancer moon energy is all about emotional connection and healing, Virgo, so this could be an amazing time for you to find resolution with any friendships or relationships that you feel have been lingering in the world of disconnect for a while. Now this way you could start off your 2023 feeling connected, feeling supported, feeling confident and excited about the new goals that you have for yourself, and ready to have the best year of your life. So embrace this energetic opening, Virgos. Happy New Year and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Libras, 2023 is here, and this is the first full moon of the year in Cancer, and it will be in your 10th house. So Libra, during a time where the Sun and Mercury retrograde are bringing energy to your domestic world and your connection with family, the full moon in Cancer is bringing a strong energetic influence to your world of career and your connection to the public. So Libra, if you have had any questions about what it is that you want to do in 2023 regarding work, or if you've been waiting on some sort of response regarding work, then it is highly likely that you will get exactly what it is that you've been looking for during this full moon in Cancer energy. Now this could come in the form of a phone call or an email if there is an answer about a job that you've been waiting on, but if your situation is one where you've just been wondering what it is that you want to do in 2023 and you just haven't been sure, then the certainty around that question, the answer to that question, could be revealed in a dream, or while having a conversation with a friend or a family member, or maybe you'll just be scrolling online and come across something that sparks the answer in your mind. Now this full moon can also bring an ending to a work project, or if you've been looking to get out of a job that you're in, this could also bring the closing of that chapter. So just know this one thing for sure, Libras. This full moon in Cancer is a positive energy for you. It's bringing the opportunity for you to make sure that 2023 is a year where you have a confidence and a peaceful security when it comes to work that will help you feel grounded throughout the year. So make sure to put some emotional energy into this area of your life. And I say emotional energy because with the full moon being in Cancer, if you have any decisions to make, it will be good to not only logically analyze the pros and cons, but to also check in with yourself and see what you truly feel, what you truly desire about your options. It's important for you to know what makes you excited and what makes you happy. Sometimes you will go with what you think is the most practical solution, forgetting that it may be a choice that leads to unhappiness or discontent. Practicality is good, but knowing yourself and wanting to achieve fulfillment and happiness, that's also extremely important. Remember, you thrive in a balanced environment. So for you, it's about having a job that hits your financial goals, yes, but also provides the quality of life that you desire. The good news is overall, the balance of this Sun in Capricorn energy and the full moon in Cancer's energy will give you a very clear picture of how the balance of your home life and your work life are measuring up. Do issues at home make it more difficult to give the energy that you need to give to work? Do you spend so much time working that you don't have the time to recharge your personal battery and enjoy your personal life? These questions and ones similar to this will be answered in a way where you will get a clear picture of what you want out of 2023 and also how to achieve that perfect balance for yourself in these two areas. So make sure to keep your awareness heightened and your consciousness open and focused on these two areas of your life, Libra. This way you can go into 2023 with clarity, with confidence, and even excitement for what the year will bring professionally and personally. So embrace this energetic opening. Happy New Year and happy full moon, Libra. Okay, my powerful Scorpios, 2023 is here and the first full moon of the year in Cancer will be in your 9th house. So don't be surprised, Scorpios, if in the midst of tending to all the responsibilities that you have going on in your life right now, don't be surprised if you start to feel yourself asking yourself the question, what's it all about? What's it all for? And when you do, be excited that this is happening. And I say excited because this full moon in Cancer is really bringing a unique opportunity for you to really find meaning in this upcoming year. You are a sign that is not satisfied with just surface stuff. You don't just accept things at face value and keep it moving. You like to know the how, you like to know the why and the purpose of the things that you experience in your life. And this full moon in Cancer is bringing you the opportunity to find deeper meaning and motivation as you step into this year. With the Sun transiting your 3rd house and Mercury retrograde adding to the things that you've been having to deal with, it has been easy for you to be a bit distracted by every little detail of your day-to-day responsibilities. So don't forget that for you to truly feel alive, you need certain time and moments to yourself. And you need to have conversations with someone that you love and respect, to talk things out with, to talk about philosophy and the meaning of life. So if you find yourself having conversations like this, either with someone that you do respect or even with yourself, just know that this is exactly what this full moon in Cancer is offering you. A window into life's meaning and the truth at the center of that for your soul and the journey that it's meant to take during 2023. You may find yourself desiring more adventure and desiring more excitement. And if you do, then embrace this. Take some risks, or at least make a plan that involves some risks once Mercury goes direct. By this, I mean, make a list of the things that you want to do in 2023. Things that might be outside your comfort zone. Things that you know you want to try without worrying about the outcome. Then begin to check these things off one by one when Mercury goes direct. The reason I suggest waiting until Mercury goes direct is because Mercury retrograde is a time to make sure that you're tying up loose ends and tending to any unfinished business. So you want to save the new adventures for when 2023 really gets underway and the momentum and the energy is full speed ahead as opposed to retrograde influenced. So Scorpio, overall, this 9th house full moon in Cancer will connect you to your intuitive vision for your future, giving you insight into what you truly want for 2023 and why. This way you can hit the ground running and make 2023 the best year of your life. So embrace this energetic opening. Happy New Year and happy full moon, Scorpios. Okay, my powerful Sagittarians, 2023 is here and this first full moon of the year in Cancer will be in your 8th house. So this full moon for you Sagittarius is really going to highlight the balance of give and take in your life. You are a very generous person, Sagittarius, but do you have a hard time receiving? Don't be surprised if during this full moon energy, a situation comes up that really highlights this balance or lack of balance when it comes to the give and take of financial flow in your life and the give and take of emotional expression. Just know that this is all in your best interest though, because the universe wants to make sure that you go into 2023 with nothing blocking the flow of abundance when it comes to the material world and when it comes to your emotional world. This will be especially true for those of you that are involved in a romantic relationship and you two have joint finances, and it will also be especially true for anyone that has a financial connection with a family member. So if something like this does come up, meaning an issue in one of those types of relationships where money is the focus, just make sure you don't fall into the trap of going into the past and recounting the scorecard of who has done more for the other person. Instead, focus on what is the best way to make sure that you are both fulfilled and that you are both excited about what is ahead, while making sure to preserve the trust between the two of you and making sure that you're both putting energy into what you care about. There is always a solution. Now, the 8th house is all about transformation, death, rebirth, and reinvention. So it will be important to see this as an opportunity to truly let some things go in order to open the space for something new to take its place. And this could be anything from letting the connection with a person go to letting go of a way of thinking or an undermining habit or behavior that you might have. Cancer is the moon's natural home, and you know Cancer connects to the emotional world within us. So more than likely, this will relate to a relationship of some sort in some way. Now, the 8th house can be a very heavy energy Sagittarius, but you of all signs can handle the intensity because what it does offer is the largest possibility for transformation, which is very exciting because this will open the door to positive change and a positive start to 2023, where any issues that you may have been dealing with when it does come to your relationships or your financial situation can have a major shift for the better. So just remember your self-worth and make sure that you remain the generous soul that you are, but that you also get comfortable with receiving and expressing your needs in a way that accesses your vulnerable side. This will serve to open the floodgates of abundance for you and put you on an exciting path for 2023. So embrace this energetic opening, Sagittarius. Happy New Year and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Capricorns, 2023 is here, and this first full moon of the year in Cancer will be in your 7th house. So Capricorns, just when you thought you were gonna get a 4-week period of focusing on you, with the sun being in your 1st house and Mercury retrograde even being in your 1st house, this full moon in Cancer is making sure that you realize personal fulfillment is much more possible when you have prospering, loving, supporting relationships in your life. So don't be surprised, Capricorns, if during this full moon energy some relationship issues come up. If and when they do, embrace the situation as an opportunity to get true resolution with whatever the two of you may be going through, so that way you do not carry any unresolved energy or resentment into 2023 with you. You are great at handling responsibility, Capricorns, but you tend to do so in your own way. And like other leader signs, when you're having challenges, you tend to isolate. So this Cancer moon is challenging you to open up and allow the relationships in your life to be a part of your process. And this isn't all about romantic relationships. This can be friendships, family members. Allow them the space to be supportive and to be helpful. And challenge yourself to do so without feeling guilty or embarrassed or like you're being a burden on someone. A lot of times you won't share what you're going through because you have a part of you that feels like if you do open up and ask for help, it may appear that you can't handle the situation on your own. But this isn't the case at all. By opening up, it actually allows the relationships in your life to feel closer to you, because everyone loves to feel needed. Think about how much you love helping someone that you care about. So make sure with this full moon in Cancer that you don't rob someone of the opportunity to share with you. Allow them that opportunity, and not only will it assist you in learning to be more vulnerable, but it will also bring joy to the person that gets to share with you. And also know that this full moon can bring closures to relationships that have run their course. Remember, it's the start of the year, and you being in your rebirth season is all about seeing very clearly for yourself the things in your life that work for you, that you want to take along with you on the journey of 2023, while also recognizing the things that no longer work for you, so you can let those things go, which will actually add to your momentum of 2023. And this will also make space for new experiences and new connections and relationships to come into your life. Just know that this could serve to be a very emotional time for you Capricorns out there. Because remember, Cancer is your polar opposite sign, which will serve to diminish a bit of your Capricorn influence in your chart, which will leave the other signs in your chart to have a bit more influence. So if Capricorn is your sun sign or your rising sign, just know your moon sign will be having a stronger influence than usual, which could lend to you feeling more emotional, which will set the stage for you to open up and execute all those things we were talking about earlier. So this is a very exciting time. for you and your relationships, Capricorn, giving you the opportunity for a strong foundation in this area. So embrace this energetic opening. Happy New Year and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Aquarius, 2023 is here, and this first full moon of the year in Cancer will be in your 6th house. So Aquarius, if there are any responsibilities you have been avoiding, be ready for them to come to the surface. And as I am saying that, you may be taking a deep breath or rolling your eyes, thinking this does not sound like an exciting start to the new year. However, it is extremely exciting, because if you want this year to be better than last year, you want to start the year off making sure that you have handled anything that needs to be handled. And not only will the full moon be assisting you in this area, but actually Mercury retrograde and even the sun will be assisting you in this area as well. The sun and Mercury retrograde will be tending to your inner spiritual world because they are transiting your 12th house, and the full moon in Cancer will be tending to your physical, practical world, transiting your 6th house. So the good news about all of this is there will be a strong surge of emotional energy for change, Aquarius. So you will definitely have the motivation that you need to start whatever new regimen or create whatever new habit necessary in order to really make big changes in your life regarding your professional world and your personal goals. So this full moon in Cancer will be exactly what you need, Aquarius, to light that fire within you and get moving in the right direction. Now, as I said, Mercury will still be retrograde, so this may be more about planning exactly what it is that you want to do, and then maybe setting your start date for your season, which is right around the corner. But at least you know whatever you do plan, it will be fueled by the clarity of your emotional passion that the full moon will be bringing. So use the full moon energy to write down exactly what you want to manifest for yourself in 2023 in all areas of your life. And I suggest just one big thing in each area as opposed to 20 small things. This way you can really focus and harness your energy on the big picture. Then set small goals for yourself each month that support the big picture vision. Now, the areas that you will find the most power of clarity and strength in will be your professional world and your world of health. And just know, if you have love goals or relationship goals, those more than likely will naturally fall into place if your professional world is bringing you fulfillment and if you are feeling healthy and capable physically, because with the circumstances being positive in those areas of your life, then it will naturally raise your vibration and assist you in attracting to you more of what you want and more of what you're excited about. So overall, Aquarius, look at this full moon in Cancer as the perfect support for the 12th house transit of the sun and Mercury retrograde, because all three of these energies want to clean house spiritually, so that way you can set your intentions and make an effective plan without any baggage or confusion lingering. So embrace this very exciting opportunity, Aquarius. Happy New Year and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Pisces, 2023 is here, and this first full moon of the year in Cancer will be in your 5th house. So Pisces, this actually goes hand in hand with the excitement you have going on with the sun and even with Mercury retrograde, which are transiting your 11th house. So this 5th house full moon energy is going to bring a surge to your creative spirit and assist you with tapping into your emotional truth. So don't be surprised if there's a creative project that you've been working on that you not only find the motivation to finish, but the creative vision to complete. Also, if there's a relationship in your life that needs healing, this full moon in Cancer is going to bring not only the clarity of how you feel, along with the strong solution in terms of the best way to move forward, but it will also bring you the words to express yourself in the most effective way possible. Now remember, Mercury will still be retrograde, and although it is assisting you in tying up loose ends, it may make it a bit difficult for the person that you're in a relationship with to completely understand where you are coming from, depending on how Mercury and this full moon is affecting their chart. And remember, this isn't just romantic relationships, this could be friendships or family connections. So just have the confidence that you will find the right words, but also make sure that you are being patient in the process. Now, full moons can also bring endings, but as you and I both know, Pisces, some endings are necessary in order to truly have the strong beginnings that you know await you in 2023. And when it comes to romantic relationships, endings don't always have to mean that the relationship is over. These endings could mean the ending to the same old problems that you two may have been having, or the ending of behaviors and thought patterns that undermine your progress within the relationship and in other areas of your life, actually. Also know that if you have any children, this is going to be an excellent time for the emotional connection regarding that relationship. This will also be a good time to take a little break from the day-to-day grind to hang out with friends, Pisces. So if you do get invited to something, or if you're married, or if you are in a relationship and you haven't been able to spend as much time as you would like to lately, then make sure that you do spend some time with these people during this full moon energy. This will really set the tone for strong connections and an emotional foundation going into 2023, which will only serve as fuel for you to accomplish all of your goals. You know that when you feel supported and when you feel loved, there is nothing you can't do, Pisces. So use this full moon energy to express yourself, to enjoy yourself, to tap into that beautifully creative spirit of yours when it comes to setting your intentions for the year, and also make sure that you are very clear on what it is that you want to end and let go of, both when it comes to relationships and when it comes to any and every way that you may tend to get in your own way, either with defeating thoughts or with procrastination. Whatever it is, make a promise to yourself that this year will be the best year of your life, because it truly can be, Pisces, if you embrace this energetic opening and this opportunity to get off to a brand new start. So happy new year and happy full moon, Pisces. Okay, so there you have it. The top 3 things you need to know about this full wolf moon in Cancer, along with some insight into how your sign can make the most of this full moon energy. I hope you all enjoyed the information. If you did, please don't forget the baby tap. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and hang out with me. I'm really looking forward to navigating 2023 with you. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.